Okay. Alright, I think this is all sorted out and working now. Alright. Alright. Welcome in. I'm going to be making some bread for our Fellowship of the Fridge. So let's see. Just trying to get set up here. It's been quite a long time since I've been here on YouTube, and things have changed a little bit. So streaming on here is a little bit different. Tigra, what's going on? Did you get the notice, or how'd you find this stream? Yeah, the setting up on YouTube was a little bit different, and I had to figure all that stuff out, but hopefully the audio and everything is going all right. We're just doing a little bit of bread prep before tonight's Fellowship of the Fridge stream. So the notice in Discord. Okay, cool. A familiar face. We're not alone. Good. How are you doing, Tigra? Good to see you. So I don't know what's going on now with how YouTube likes to run their ship. So that's why I don't have any music on or anything like that. What's going on, Chamber? It is weird, isn't it? Doesn't it feel like I'm in another house or something? And it doesn't feel the same at all. This feels really weird. Thank you for making names that are easy for me to identify who you are. Chef Paper Plates. So the thing is, I needed to do some prep for tonight. Yesterday I was gonna stream and then do some bread, but I was exhausted after yesterday. Getting supplies to make char siu miso ramen. Nice! I've used his name since high school. My alter ego has been exposed. Oh, Jabber, let me show you I'll show you real quick the chicken thighs that I got marinating right now. I gotta turn those over right now anyways. I'll grab those out real quick and then show you what's got going on. Wow, interesting. The gochujang has separated. So this is it right here. Well, I don't know when did I put it in here, but it's been sitting in here, and the gochujang actually is down on the bottom of the container now. It's funny. It smells more like beer now than pickle. But I'm just gonna keep this in here and let it marinate, and then we'll probably, if we have time, we'll cook some off before the stream tonight. Well, it looks pretty good, so we'll just let that sit. The gochujang was sitting on the bottom, so now it's kind of moved around back on top. Pretty good. Okay. So let's set this back up. We'll get this back into the fridge. Get that back into the fridge, and then let's get onto our bread work, because I don't like baking bread, but we're doing it. Doing it for the kids. Boss, what's going on? Seriously, this feels weird. Blacklash, what's going on? Now, I'm assuming, Blacklash, that you're Blacklash on Twitch, right? I don't know. This is funny because I kind of don't know who's who.
Because they've changed their names?
Yeah, it's their YouTube names. So... Do. You're buying more bread later? Alright. The challenge of the day is to yes, Tigra, it's easy with your name. The challenge of today is going to be to actually bake. I don't bake. And I have a recipe for a crusty bread that I'm going to start right now. And then we'll do our rough puff pastry. So then we'll have that out of the way. And then if we have time, I think we should have time. It's only 1. We'll get into doing some of the little side stuff that we've got going on. I get baked but don't bake. Hey, no worries. Alright. So, yeah, this is the first time I've been on YouTube in how many years now? It's been quite a while, so it's a little different than what I've been used to because I am on Twitch. The emotes over here? I don't know. We can't use the cilantro emotes or anything here, can we? Want to bake with my new mixer? May try and making cookies tomorrow. Ooh, nice. What have you used it for so far, Tigra? Alright, I'm just getting my scale. Anytime you're doing baking, it's always more precise if you do it by weight, not by volume. So that's why we're grabbing our scale here. Yeah, I don't know if we have... I don't think we have emotes here. I don't think it carries over. And it's weird because, like, music... Well, we're not going to put up any music. I've been behind on dishes, so I've not cooked in a while recently. Last night's dinner was the first time I really cooked for after a while. Yeah, I didn't cook last night. Oh, yeah, I did. Buff is... I think that's the closest you're going to get. If you can flip those around and maybe put a bagel in the middle, maybe like a donut, and flip the flexing arm, I think you'll be good. Okay, I need to do this. This is the bread recipe, so 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. The wrench is mods, so you two are modding here and on Twitch. It's a sword fighter. So yeast is still hard to come by because I can't find any at the store, but I still have some here. So we'll use the older yeast that we have, and then work that out. Yes, there is yeast in there. We tried making a sourdough starter here though, and it didn't really work out so well. But I have all this yeast that I bought over, the last year or so. And I kept saying, yeah, I'm going to bake. Now, guess what? I'm going to bake. It feels like I'm kind of cheating. It does feel weird, doesn't it? The whole thing is weird. Like, I can't even, I'm not even on my I guess my YouTube like manager screen to see everything. So it's really weird. If I was a rapper, my name would be Lil Yeasty. Choke left and a comment. A can of yeast in my baking cabinet. A can of yeast? Wow, how much do you go through a lot of yeast though? When you're cooking? I guess more people go through yeast than I do. So I need to use a tablespoon. What is it? Can you guys hear the washing machine? The dryer? Tablespoon and a half of yeast. Okay, this recipe is all in by volume, so I guess I'll have to do it like that. I've never bought yeast. Oh, do you always use just the wild yeast then? No, but like a small glass jar of yeast as opposed to those packs. People using more than you is the yeast of your problem. I'm gonna make a sourdough starter. It's easy to do it, but Tigra, but it just depends on if it'll stay alive and you have enough. I got Bam Bam Big Loaf and 1 packet of expired instant yeast. Is Bam Bam still running? Still living the life? So I was gonna do a Irish soda bread, but then it was like, oh, you need buttermilk. I didn't remember about that, so I found this recipe. It's basically yeast, salt, and flour. So we'll see. Maybe I just fed him today. See, Jabber, when you go to feed him, you gotta play the theme song, the Bam Bam theme song. You can make buttermilk. Yeah, but remember, Tigra, I'm lactose intolerant, so we don't really buy milk. I actually just tossed out 2 quarts of milk that we didn't even drink and it expired. Okay, I'm giving you my Guinness soda bread. See, I wanted to pick up some Guinness yesterday, but the guy that directed me to what beer to buy for this, he looked at me funny too when I was like, I'm making a steak and ale pie. He tilted his head, and I was like, I need brown ale. So he gave me one. He's like, this is a pecan brown ale, but it's going to be sweeter. What are you using it for? And I told him the pie, and he's like, well, this is going to be sweeter. Probably not what you want and all that. So he gave me another one, and hopefully that one will work. I bet there's a way to make lactose-free buttermilk. Probably. Yes, a whole quart. Sorry, I missed your message that day. Ah, no worries. I mean, it ended up helping some other guy in the store. He was sitting in one of those little scooter things in the store, and he needed help getting the beer, and I was standing there, so I helped him get the beer. Yeah, I think a pecan porter. Maybe. Also, buttermilk has less lactose than regular. Yeah, buttermilk is good. I think I handle buttermilk better. I don't think it's been much of an issue for me. Okay, 1.5 tablespoon of yeast. Let's see if we can let's see if we can get a good number of viewers in here. Oh, okay, that's not even a tablespoon. Yeah, I did get to help Scooter. What ale did you get for? What ale you go for? Hold on, let me just do this real quick. In a large bowl, mix yeast and salt into 3 cups of warm water. Stir in flour, mixing until there's no dry patches. Okay, so then I think this bowl's too big. 6 cups. It'll be fine. You guys think this is too big? 6.5 cups of flour in here? I think it's too big. Maybe it's too big. I have a friend that wanted a glass of buttermilk to drink when he was a kid. He thoroughly regretted. Wait, a whole glass? I can never tell when buttermilk is bad. Just like blue cheese, right? So this is the beer Buff. He told me to use this. It's not a brown ale, but he was like, this is probably going to work for you. I said, okay. So we'll see how it goes. He also told me to try the beer first, because he said I might like this, because we got into a discussion about me not liking beer very well and not being able to find a good one. So he said, try this before you use it. Oh, it's a dark ale? Well, the only brown ale they had was the pecan one, and that one he said was really sweet. We'll see how it goes, right? Okay. Are you happy with your planner?
Yeah.
This is for the text-it menu. Wait, this one? Yes. Modelo Buff. That's the one that we're using. Is it gonna work in a steak and ale pie though? That's the question. Well, okay, which one are we working on? The text-it menu or the Brahma Soul? Because somebody was asking me about the hey, did you do the bulgogi enchiladas yet? And I'm like, nope, not yet. I'd be a beer to cook with, and ours never end up in the dish. Well, this is as close as I could get, I guess. The guy was like, yeah, this will work for you or whatever, and I was like, all right, if you say so. All right, one. All right, so 2 packets is about 1.5. It's gonna be different, but doable. Did you just flip your table and you're all done with this now? Has it all been ruined? I mean, steak and ale pie with Mexican beer sounds like text-it. Hey, that is true, right? We found an Italian restaurant about 9 minutes from us, so that's what I'm going to pick up for supplies tonight. I'm craving Italian hard. Oh. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of that lately, I don't think. I don't do a lot of Italian food. It's carbonation, that's the killer. What if I made the carbonation go away? Can't I like whisk it out or something? Okay. 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt. This is weird. Weird. Hey man. Okay, 1.5 tablespoons. Let me make sure it's tablespoons. Yeah. Also, before you put it in, one and a half. It's burnt. Wait, what's burnt? Riddles, welcome in. I don't know who you are because I don't know if you're from Twitch or you're from YouTube. Take a sip, remember that? Yeah, I'm gonna drink it first. I'm not gonna shake it before I open it. Oh, Buckskin, welcome in. Yeah, it's funny because this is like the alter ego Oh my god, maybe I could go heal on this stream. Maybe I can go heal on YouTube. Huh? Why? If Casey is babyface on Twitch, Casey can be heel on YouTube. It's a guaranteed way to remove the carbonation. Okay, we're not gonna shake up the bottle of beer. If I've learned anything in the time that I've known Jabber, it's that he will say things for amusement. Do it. Oh, Miss Rin, what's going on? I'm assuming Giggles, that's you? Start cussing and throwing knives. Okay, let's see. 3 cups of lukewarm water. Okay, 3 cups of lukewarm water. We'll get our thermometer, because it needs to be 100 degrees. Isn't it weird to be on YouTube? Hey, BC, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm alive, and look, I'm on YouTube. How you doing? It's been quite a long time, but yeah. I'm prepping up right now because later on Twitch, I'm part of a team. We're doing a charity stream for St. Jude, and I needed to do some baking before the stream, so I'm streaming here. So I'm doing a pre-stream to the stream on YouTube. It is weird to be on YouTube here after being on Twitch for so long, for sure. I really only go by Google on Twitch. It's a joke. Okay, so do you prefer if I call you Miss Ren? Who's Luke? Is that a Star Wars recipe? Think the clerk did you dirty? What do you mean? Post stream on TikTok. TikTok. I was on TikTok for like 2 weeks, trying to post food and food videos and stuff. That was short-lived. Don't know what Twitch is. I have to go see. One of you mods, you want to link my Twitch channel, if possible. BC, that's where I've been for the majority of the time now. I do a lot of live streams there. I mean, that's all I do there is live stream on Twitch. So I cook there, and everybody hangs out, and we just have a good jolly time. You don't want this ale for your steak and ale pie? It's the only thing I've got, Buff. I used to giggle on Twitch-related things, but Ren is fine anywhere. I'm used to calling you Giggles. I will refer to you there then as that. You want this beer that no one likes? Huh? Alright, 3 cups. This is 2 cups. Alright, 2 cups of water. Giggles is fine. Okay. It's getting so complicated. Alright, this is over 100, so let's get that in. That's 2 cups, 1 more cup. It's pretty humid today. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. Alright, our thermometer work is done. I like the Modelo Negro, not a huge fan of Modelo Especial. Okay, let's see. Now we mix this up. Doesn't it feel... It feels different, doesn't it? Okay. Mix and then add the flour until there's no dry patches. Okay, let's whisk this up. BC, what's going on with you? How have you been? You are in Texas as well, right? East. I think I remember you saying you're in East Texas. The thing, see, look, no, I didn't get an IPA. I kept looking at it and I was like, there's so many IPAs here. When we open Texit, that'll probably be the only time we get some like British beers. Alright, whisk it up. I'm surprised this recipe doesn't have sugar in it for the yeast. Alright, that's mixed up pretty well. Let's get our 6.5 cups of flour. 6.5 cups of flour. This will be fairly easy. I'm gonna use my volume measurement. I don't know if we're gonna have 6 cups in here, but we do have more flour down below. Yes, Texit is our idea of fusion food of the UK and Texas. So it's Texit, like like Brexit, but Texit. This is gonna be a big loaf. 2, 3. Yeah, so much for the scales. 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6. God, this is gonna be a big loaf. Did you buy the beer at a gas station? I bought it at HEB. Alright, that's about half. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to refill my flour. I am measuring because it's baking. I know, it's shocking, right? How many shocking things can you guys handle today? We're on YouTube. I'm measuring. And I'm doing more baking after this bread. Newcastle? Does Texas have liquor stores or just at grocery stores? There are liquor stores. Which was actually next door. I should have gone there. I was doing all of my shopping in the grocery store, so I just figured, oh, let me just grab all this stuff now. Is this the new world? It feels so weird, doesn't it? We've changed into a new direction. We're here. Cheesecake? Oh, about the cheesecake. So my stepdaughter doesn't like durian. My stepson tricked her into eating it, and he gave us he filmed it. And great reaction. I said that I will be I'll make a proper cheesecake so that she can have that. So there's no lingering bad durian taste for cheesecake anymore. We're Buckskin. We're making I'm just making a crusty bread because tonight we're gonna do a steak and ale pie, and chicken and leek soup. Chicken leek, and I got some lentils too. We'll see if that goes. Maybe not, but we're kind of playing off around the prancing pony. The spread there, and when we do our own Lord of the Rings stream, for when we get back around to that, we're gonna try to do a longer all day kind of stream and have some fun stuff for that. This I only have 3 hours before I have to raid the next streamer, so it's kind of limited what we're doing. Jabber. Alright. Let's mix this. Supposed to be no dry spots. And then we'll cover this. But, I mean, I might need to add a little bit more water because it said no dry patches. There looks to be a lot of dry in this. Let me get some more water. This is why I don't like baking. It's so dependent on the moisture levels in the air, your altitude. This water still needs to be warm, I am assuming. Just a little bit more. Tasty fancy chemistry. It said there should not be any dry patches. The thing is, right now, I'm basically kneading it at the same time, which I don't want to do. Made my cheesecake last night. Top got a little too brown, but it still looks good. Kind of embarrassed to take a picture. My oven runs way too hot, and I cut the time down, but it's still too brown. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Did you not see my durian cheesecake? It wasn't the best. Be proud of what you make, you guys. Baking in Colorado is hard, but it could be me. Yeah, you're in higher elevation. Read not to open the oven when baking cheesecake, so I never checked on it. No, that's perfectly fine. You know what? I don't know about you guys. There's not supposed to be dry patches. It was your first cheesecake? Well, it's your first one. It's not gonna come out perfect on your first try. It's like pancakes. Your first pancake never comes out perfect. Alright, I'm just gonna call that good. And then we're gonna let this rest. This is supposed to rest for a little while. Dry patches or not, we're gonna have some in there. It adds character. I'm a perfectionist, so it's hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. When I was in culinary school, I had that problem where I wanted everything I made to be perfect on the first try. Because I had that mentality, I ruined a lot of the things that I would do. The chef saw me sitting outside one day before class, and usually I would sit out there and I would kind of hype myself up. So I'd play a bunch of music and just start getting in the zone before class. I walk into class and he's like, "Hey, you gonna do better today?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a lot better." And he goes, "What you need to do is you need to stop trying to make everything perfect. You need to have fun. You need to relax. You're not doing that. You're too focused on making everything perfectly right, every cut perfect, everything you're doing. You're trying to make it too perfect. You gotta stop doing that." He's like, "I see you outside there. I see you rocking out on your little headphones. You gotta relax like that." And as soon as I started doing that, and I started loosening up, I could do things a lot better. And my food came out better. And after a while, he's like, see, look at you now. You're actually having fun and all your food is coming out really good now. And that's the moral of today's story. The pancakes worked the first time, but I used Bisquick. My bread dough was too dry, probably added too much flour, not enough water. Yeah, I think, well, that's the problem. That's the thing with doing, well, if you're not measuring by weight, those little variances could throw things off. We made 4 desserts: mango sorbet, coffee, marble cake, carrot cake, and apple crumb. Buff, it's time to throw in some cheesecake into that mix. Carrot cake is good. I don't know why a lot of people don't like carrot cake, but then it's like, people want cake, and then they're like, carrot cake does not count as cake. If you're too tense, it'll be way worse. Yeah. If you do good enough, sometimes it'll turn out way better. You gotta go with the flow and relax. Everything else, I'm like a duck with butter. A duck with butter. I've never heard that term before. Still the resident pie baker in my family now. Do want to try and make apple pie even though I don't eat it. I want to try an apple pie with a slice of American cheese on top. I've never had that. If any of you guys have had it before, what is that like? Is it like fries in a milkshake? Am I missing out?
I've never had it either.
Yeah, we should try it. Maybe I should make an apple pie.
We should.
And not throw it in my face. I can make savory pies. Maybe I should make it for my mom. I don't like carrot cake. It has cinnamon in it. Oh, that's right. You're not a fan of cinnamon, right? Give me any savory pie, steak and ale, steak and kidney, chicken and mushroom. I have enough filling to make another cheesecake, but I can't justify making 2 cheesecakes right now. Yes, you can. Sent a recipe for a UK apple pie recipe that doesn't use cinnamon. Oh, apple pie and cheese is so good. Is it? What about it makes it work? It just seems weird to me. I guess, I mean, like a cheese and fruit always pair well, right? Yeah, give it a shot, Tiger, and take a picture of it when you do. I'd love to see it. I have a great apple pie recipe. So good and not overly wet. See, I think that's the thing too. Like, apple pies, sometimes they get runny and it just it doesn't work. I need to make cottage pie again sometimes. Still don't like to eat cooked apples. I've made good homemade pie crust too. Nice. Okay, let us see. Alright, let's see. Up to 2 hours. So, let's set a... okay, let's say to 3:45 Central Time is when we'll grab our dough and then bake it off. Cut off a grape-sized piece with serrated knife. Turn dough in hand. Lightly stretch, create round top and lumpy bottom. Put dough on pizza peel. Cornmeal. Let rest 40 minutes. Repeat with the remaining dough refrigerated. What? Oh, we're just gonna bake this whole damn thing. This is where the Casey part of things happens. I'm gonna turn it into one big loaf and bake it all off. Cheese is salty and creamy. The pie is savory and crunchy. I have a fix for that. My recipe never fails. I am glad to see that you have like a tried and true recipe that you're proud of and that you're willing to tout. I have been thinking about. I don't have another week of work, so I'm thinking maybe let's do a cook along. All of us will pick one thing. We'll grab a recipe, and we'll all cook it, and then we'll all post the pictures on the Discord and see how everybody kind of ends up plating theirs up or something. Recipe I saw is a Granny Smith. Yeah, those are typical with apple pie recipes. A Granny Smith apple, because it's firm, it doesn't break down so much. Searching for a better apple pie crust recipe. Made a cherry pie though. I really tried it, loved it. Cherry pies are good. Told my brother, and we agree we're happy you didn't choose to buy an IPA. Kind of proud of that. What do you mean? I wasn't gonna buy an IPA. Want to make it for the challenge. The challenge of the apple pie? Good baking apple is Bramley apples, especially for pies and strudels. I've made some good pumpkin-based desserts that I won't touch, but my family loves. Try to see if that changes your mind on cooked apples. It's a texture thing with me, though, not taste. But I'll look into it. Yeah, there are a lot of varieties of apples. It just depends on if it's going to be available where you're at. Right here, right now, I think I only see a handful of varieties of apples. No tears. This is a tear-free stream. Okay, we've got our dough resting right now for our crusty bread. Now this is the tough part. Now we're going to make our rough puff pastry. I hate these. I hate laminated doughs. Hate it with a passion, but we're doing it to get our. I think I might end up actually cooking this in a glass pie pan, so that we'll have a pie that we can take out and serve. So we'll see. We'll make. I need more flour. We'll see what we have, and then see if we have enough to do a top and bottom. If not, we're only going to do a top over a casserole pan. I use it for crumbles, and my other half uses it in her pies and stuff. It is really good. Wait, uses what? The rough puff? Bramley is more of a cooking apple than an eating raw apple. What if you eat it raw? I mean, it's still enjoyable. Is it sweet, or is it more on the tarts side? Okay, here's our backup flour. Hopefully this is enough flour. Because I don't know exactly how much the recipe calls for. How's everybody's weekend so far? God, it took me this long to ask you guys how your weekend's been. It's not very good raw. Sour? I like sour though. If you can get it where you are, I would highly recommend trying it out and seeing if it's better. Yeah, I like tart apples. I like a little bit of tartness to an apple. Alright, that looks good for right now. Yeah, that should be enough flour for this recipe. So Tigra, too sweet to be sour, too nice to be mean. It's not very good raw. Is it crunchy? I like crunchy. Okay, let's see. We've got that dough done. We got that dough. Now we're gonna do our steak and ale rough puff pastry. So I didn't know what a rough puff pastry was. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I had assistance with this whole menu. Buff helped me out with this, so the credit really goes to Buff. I'm just a vessel, and if this all fails, it's on me. If this all goes to heck, it's all my fault. I like sweet and sour. Maybe I have pizza and bubble tea. Okay, see, there's a little boba shop right over here. I don't even know if they're open anymore. That's the thing that sucked. They only recently opened, and then this happened, and now they've been shut down. I haven't gone over there to see if they're open, but they have really good boba. They've got a variety of like things you can add into the boba, and they've got some Vietnamese chicken wings that are really, really good. They've got a couple of other things. I think I had a pork cutlet sandwich over there or something. Really good stuff. I hope that they're opening right now. Menu assistant. Menu was created. It was a collaborative effort, but most of it was consultation with a Lord of the Rings. Wow, a Lord of the Rings buff. If you don't like sweet, sour stuff, then maybe Bramley and Grainsmith is not the way to go. Honey Crisp. Can't get enough super golden crisp. Alright. Flour. Alright, now we can use our scale. This has measurements. So 225 grams. Okay, wait, I need to actually look at the ingredients. The method. Sift flour and salt into a large mixing bowl. Put into the fridge for a few minutes. Okay. Just don't eat much fruit, period. Make this pie. I'm not eating it more than likely. Find a new place that's amazing bubbles and has sourced fabulous quality tea. Ooh. That's good. Okay. How much flour? 225 grams. Alright, let's grab our other bowl. 225 grams. Okay, I can't see the chat right now. Where's my... Why did I put it in the sink? Why did I? 225, and then salt is half a teaspoon. Okay, 225. When is the Twitch stream again? Tonight it's gonna be 7 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. If I'm saying that right. 225. I hope this is gonna make enough. I mean, well, I'm following the recipe, so it should. Yeah, 7 p.m. Central. That's a lot of Instagrams. Huh? Doesn't make a lot of sense to use a firmer apple for pie making to avoid it being soft but not mushy. Oh, it does. 1 a.m. Sunday for me then? Oh, man. Yeah, it's the time slot that was given to me. It's not what we do with... It's not how much time we have, but what we do with the time that we are given. Right? Half a teaspoon. I have a serious thing for oolong tea, and they have an awesome I don't know how to say that. Osmanthus oolong. See, I haven't. With tea, I generally drink jasmine tea. That's about it. And you know, like English teas, we have twinings. We drink a lot of twining. If that's what it's. There we go. That's what we've been calling it, twining. Don't know if that's right or not. Okay. Oh wait, I was supposed to sift this. I'm gonna have a sifter. So we're gonna do it this way. So all I have is one of these strainers, and we'll just do it like so. Way to extend the stream. I mean, I'm fairly early in the day, so shouldn't be too bad. Give me time to take a break between streams and see if I didn't screw anything up between Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna have to remember to change my stream key back to Twitch after this. You talk about, oops, I made green beans at dinner last night. Did not read the label too well. Had cut green beans and French cut onion beans. Didn't notice till after put it in the pot. Well, not terrible though. You still prefer Twinings instead of Yorkshire Gold? Damn, I feel betrayed. No, the Yorkshire Gold is pretty good. The thing is, I haven't had either of them to compare like back to back. We need to. I was saying yesterday, we need to watch Lord of the Rings to Wife Confidence, but we wouldn't be able to watch it all in time. I mean, it was just like, heck with it. Those are two different teas, English teas, Tigra. Sift and sift and sift away. Yeah, only. Confirmed, we do have the extended version. I just don't remember the scenes that we were watching. I don't remember that. Doing Southern Sweet Tea, and now I'm getting pre-made Arizona Southern Sweet Tea. I don't care for hot tea most of the time. Yeah, like, most of the time when I drink tea, it's only at dim sum, and that's jasmine tea. When we do something here at home, if it's cold or something, yeah, we'll have some tea, but it's summertime, so that's kind of put a stop to a lot of the tea drinking right now. Sweet tea is really good. Started to kind of become an issue for me because I kept drinking it, and, you know, there's got so much sugar in it. You can watch it at 1.5 speed. Why? We did get some packs of these flavored hot teas. The strawberry one is great. Oh, I love tea. What is the characteristics of oolong tea that you like? Only problem is it's caffeinated and we were drinking it at night. Alright, I'm going to put this in the fridge to chill it as instructed. I'm going to cover this, but I'm going to leave a little bit of it uncovered so that the cold actually can get in there, and then I guess we're chilling this stuff. If I can make room in the fridge. We got so much going on in here. Oh look, I got kimchi. Okay, that's chilling. That was rather chilling. So now that that's chilling there. Okay, let it chill for a few minutes. Meanwhile, cut the butter into small cubes. Then a round bladed knife, stir it into the bowl until each piece is well coated with flour. Oh, wait, you're not cutting it into the bowl? Pour in the water, then work quickly. Use the knife to bring everything together for a rough dough. Okay, how much butter is this? 250 grams. I don't drink much tea, too low ABV. Those are partway between green and black tea, so I can get some of the characteristics I like about both green and black in the same cup. Ooh! Plus there's a ton of variations in them. See, the thing is, the other thing too for me is that because I had that kidney stone, I kind of stay away from a lot of caffeinated stuff. Just because I don't ever want to feel the terror of having another kidney stone. Also the person who likes really grassy green tea, so my taste in tea is a bit weird. I mean, I like grass jelly. I love grass jelly. From what I saw, the rough puff cuts the dough before adding it rather than after. I'm definitely not a fan of green tea. Oh, my husband's little sister had her first kidney stone recently. How's she doing? Did she save it? I saved mine. I know what it was. The moment she was telling me her symptoms. Yeah, it is not fun. Alright, let's see. So I'll cut up the butter. She's feeling better, but worried she might have another. And that's the thing, like, for a little bit, I changed up my diet. I mean, there's stuff that I'll avoid, like, different nuts may increase the odds of having another one. So I just cut out a lot of nuts in general. Spinach, I don't eat as often anymore because of this as well. And caffeinated drinks and all that, I cut that out as much as I can. Kidney disease runs in my family on my mom's dad's side. You don't have any issues though, do you, Tiger? Okay. Let's get our butter. We need... So far so good? Nice. I've had mine scanned and they look great. Did they tell you that? They were like, hey, you got some great looking kidneys. That kidney's great. Okay, 250 grams of unsalted butter, which is the only kind of butter that I buy. Unsalted. Because unsalted butter gives you the control over the saltiness of your butter. I have distinct memories of my grandfather having a kidney stone on Thanksgiving. They are no fun. I do not wish kidney stones on my worst enemy. Okay. Wow, this is 250 grams. This is a lot. I mean, that wasn't a lot of flour, but look at how much butter we're gonna be using. This is 225, so there's 25 more grams to this. We're checking where there was consistently a bit of blood. My yearly checks, urologist said they looked great. Lord, our bank broker had one over Memorial Day last year and had to have surgery for it. Yeah. I was not gonna have surgery. I made it a point. I was like, nope, I am not going to surgery. And I didn't. Alright, we gotta work a little fast to get this so that it stays nice and cold still. I mean, the butter's still chilling, so I mean, not the butter, the dough. You guys keep me on task. I know I'm gonna get sidetracked or something at some point. Yeah, I'm not a fan of doing these laminated doughs, but yes, they are beautiful when they are baked off because they're so nice and flaky, buttery, rich. Squirrel! Told my sister-in-law to go to the ER for x-rays, see how big it was, but recommended against it. $2.52. I think we'll be okay with a little extra, right? Because if it's not big enough, they're just gonna confirm you have one, give you pain meds, send you home to pass it with an ER bill. Yeah, see, when I had mine, the urologist, the ER told the urologist ahead of time they were sending me his way, sent me the pictures of the stone and everything. When we got to the urologist, he already set me up for surgery, and I was like, wait a minute. They told us that this was passable, and he's like, yeah, it is passable, but do you really want to suffer? And we were like, we want to save money, so no, we're not gonna do the surgery. And he tried to play the sympathy card and get wife confidence to be like, no, you need to take surgery, you're in pain. And we were like, nope, I'll deal with the pain, give me a shot now, and then I'll pass it. And it took until midnight, 1 o'clock or something, but I finally did. The whole day was just drinking a bunch of fluids over and over again to the point where I was gagging, drinking water. I could not, my body didn't want to drink anything anymore. I drank water and I kind of spit some of it out because it was too much at that point. I mean, if you don't have to have the surgery, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't appreciate a doc trying to get my spouse to change my mind on surgery can't afford. That was the thing. There was like, immediately upon walking in, he was like, I already got you signed up for surgery tomorrow morning, so we'll take care of your pain right now, but then you come back tomorrow and then we'll get you into surgery to get it out. And we were like, wait, no. We don't want to do that unless we have to. He's like, well, you have a 3 millimeter sized stone. He's like, but with these x-rays, it could be 3, it could be 5, you just don't know. I'm like, but they've already said it's 3. You're saying it could be 5. Yeah, we're just not sure about these x-rays. And I'm like, we didn't say it, but it was like, sounds like you're just trying to get me into surgery to get some more money out of us. And that was not going to happen. The more he pushed it, the more we were like, nope, You are scammy, and we're not gonna take part of this. Which is why, when they said to take a picture, I mean, not take a picture. When they said to keep the stone, I should use a real knife. When they said to keep the stone and then bring it in for analysis, I just kept the stone. I was like, nope, I already passed it. I don't need to go any further with that. Okay. Yeah, let's use a real knife. You would have told him where to stick it? Yeah. Scheduling it before talking to you is about as iffy. Also, iffy to you. Yeah, exactly. Butter knife for butter seems like a real knife. That's what you would think. It just wasn't cutting so well. I'm trying not to touch this with my hands so much because, you know, your hands are warm and it's going to melt the butter. But I don't know. It does not specify how small you're supposed to cut the butter. But does he see a bird or something?
The bird was right up against the window and he didn't notice until I pointed it to him. He followed my finger and he did a double take.
Smaller the better. I was thinking of doing the trick where you take the butter, freeze it, and then grate it. He's gonna lose it. Poor cats. Never again to catch birds outside. I'm glad I have a dog that actually listens to me, let me ask questions and such. And that was the thing. He was very shady, this urologist. With his leather couches in the waiting room. I'll buy that for $1. All right. You know, if we ever got a bird that came in here, that thing would be dead so fast. Okay, let's see that. Don't know what I mentioned it to you, but I'm on an iron supplement. Oh, really? What's a doctor? Yeah. What is a doctor? I'm borderline anemic again, and my thyroid is a tad off. Made up my mind to start getting checked by my GP once a year since I'm 35. You're doing much more than most people do, Tigra. Okay, God, that's a lot of butter. So I'm gonna put some gloves on, cause we're gonna transfer the butter to our flour now. I'm going to use the knife to get the butter in. And then this is where the fun begins. Ah! I did clean the board ahead of time in case, well, for this part I'm gonna have to roll it out and all of that, so. Let's move this. Not seen my GP in over 15 years. Butter the flour. Stir it into the bowl until flour is coated with flour. Pour in the water, then working quickly, use knife to bring it together to a rough dough. I need a bigger bowl. How many transfers of bowls am I gonna do? Okay. There's that. I've got butter on my laptop. Okay. Get this till all the butter's coated, and then we add the water. That's pretty good there. Okay, water. How much water? Take this glove off. Water is 150 milliliters. Okay, let's get the scale out again. Do. 150 milliliters. Your dishwasher is going to be angry. That would be me. Okay, 150. That seems to be like there. Nope. $151, that works. Okay, then mix mix together to a rough dough. Okay, now that's when we're gonna turn it out and all that stuff. And turn it out, and then if this doesn't turn out right, we're gonna go buy some puff pastry at the store. And I'm trying to do this quick. Alright, there we go. It's coming together. Okay, lightly flour the work surface and the pastry. Roll out the pastry. Okay, lightly flour. Alright, let me try to get this so you guys can actually see it. Lightly flour work surface, roll in one direction until it's about 1 centimeter thick and 3 times as long as it is wide. Okay, what is all that? Speaking in riddles. Why you got to be so rough, though? It's a tough, rough nut. Alright. Okay, little flour. Go out this way. Oh. Jeez, look at all that butter. And it's sticking. I need to chill this or something. And maybe it still might be too wet. I don't know. I got butter that's melting, so that's not good. Okay. Straight sides. Okay. Fold the bottom third of the pastry up. Then, okay, I'm just gonna fold it sideways and then we'll turn it. The classic book fold. Got so much gunk on here. No. Okay. Four times. Smooth dough, butter streaks in there. Okay, chill. Let's do this a couple more times. Okay, I don't know. What do you guys think of this dough so far? Those who bake? Seems like it's okay. The butter is starting to melt though, so I'm gonna probably set it into the fridge. Let it chill for a little bit. And it's coming out really nice, but it is softening. It looks pretty good so far. I'm gonna fold it over and then we'll pop it into the fridge. It is starting to melt, which you want to avoid, but we'll get this in the fridge right now. On a plate. I hate laminated dough. I hate it. Alright, I'm gonna pop this into the fridge real quick. Oopsie. A little dusty dust. Let's get it into the fridge. Do a little cleanup. My laptop is covered in flour and butter now. So we'll let this chill. I'll pop it into the freezer to chill. give it a quick chill. Let me wipe down this here laptop. I have nice little flecks of butter on my laptop. All right. How's it all on YouTube right now? This is different. Yeah, it's a puff laptop. The last time I was on YouTube was years ago, so this has been a while. So I thought this would be a nice opportunity to get on here again. Just do something a little bit different, because we are going to be doing the Lord of the Rings stream later tonight. But we have a bunch of other people right now streaming, doing their thing. And so everybody's raiding into the next person's stream. I'm just doing this here because we don't want to overlap anybody and stuff like that. So we're just hanging out here in the wings, waiting until it's our turn to get on and do our stream. Doing the dinner slot, 7 p.m. Central, making a steak and ale pie, side salad. We're gonna do nice just side salad with I think we'll do a rosemary lemon dressing, and then just cucumbers, tomatoes, onions. We'll have side of fruit and cheese. And I don't know. We have a soup as well that we're gonna make. Watch YouTube, so it's normal, but I don't usually chat much when I do. Well, appreciate that you are. I honestly thought nobody was gonna be here. Is the thing. If people weren't coming over here from Twitch, I don't know how many people from YouTube were gonna be here. And then at the same time, I can't tell who's from Twitch that's here right now unless they tell me. Unless it's obvious who it is. Alright. Only saw you on Discord. Yeah, I posted it up to put it out there. I didn't do it on Twitter or anything like that. I should. Obvious, you say? Some people it's obvious. Other people it's not so obvious who it is. Let's see. I don't think I'll need any of these measuring cups anymore. And our flour, we'll keep some here to dust a little bit. Now let's see, what time were we going to bake our dough? I think it was like 3:45. We were going to take that dough and bake it off for a crusty bread. And I mean, problem right now is plating up all of our side little things probably would take a little bit, take some space up in the fridge, which I don't have right now. But I think we can wait on that. Or I think we can wait on that without any problems. Got no more butter in my laptop, so that's good. Well, does anybody have anything going on this weekend? Something fun, exciting? Any awesome news? We finished we cleared out our storage unit, so we're saving ourselves a nice bit of cash there. We have our washer and dryer that we used 4 times. We've got that in our apartment now. We can't hook it up because they won't let us, but at least we have the washer and dryer. Yeah, the fridge right now, I've got it full. It's basically stuff for this stream tonight. I got it kind of crammed right now with things. And then just like our normal stuff that's in there. Normal things that we keep in the fridge. Refreshments. Things like that. What is what is YouTube's policy on adult beverages on their streams? It's all buttery. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's get this a little cleaned up right now. Need to empty my drink fridge for annual defrosting. Oh, do you defrost your fridge annually? I guess you do. You just said you just said so. This fridge is okay. I mean, it's an apartment fridge. Nothing exciting about it. Freezer space is pretty small. Ooh, I do have some Tillamook ice cream still. Should finish that one off because that'll free up a good little bit of space there in the freezer. It has a small freezer that fills with ice in about a year. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's not too bad. It is small. That's the issue that I have with it, is that it's small. Oh, let's see. Roll out again. Show for 10 minutes. Show the finished pastry for an hour, ideally overnight before use. Oh, so I don't have to do this that many times. Okay, well, let's see what it's looking like. I want the butter to melt. I mean, to solidify a little bit more. It's still soft. We'll let it chill a little bit better, and then we'll take it out. We'll roll it, do the deal, and then yeah, I think we'll only have enough to do a top for this pie. So what we're gonna do is we'll make the filling. We'll put in a casserole pan, and then we'll roll the dough out on top, and then we'll just cut into that and use that for our presentation. I want to find a chest freezer, but a small one. I don't need to freeze a whole cow. What about a baby cow? Maybe a couple of ducks and a rabbit? maybe I was gonna say a bunch of fish, but I don't know how unprocessed fish. Well, I guess, I mean, we got fillets of fish in there, but that's store-bought. I'm rambling. Whole hog. We had 1 year for not Christmas, 1 year for Thanksgiving. My family, we don't really like turkey for Thanksgiving, so in 1 year instead we got a whole roasted pig. That was so good. That was a good year. Okay, well, we got our bread. The majority of our bread stuff kind of sitting and working. 3:45, we'll bake this off. I mean, it's still got dry patches, but we'll just let it go. Yeah, my family is pretty big. We're a family of 10. Our, well, my siblings and I have, I got 4 sisters and 5 brothers. So them plus the extended family, we got a whole roasted pig, and then at the time we had one of those quick Chinese fast food takeaway places, and so we had Thanksgiving there. We just shut down the restaurant, and then we had a whole pig. It was really nice. I would like to try to do that one of these days, but we would need to get a house first so that we could get a proper grill again, smoker and all that stuff, and then do some really big, do the cooking that I could have been doing in Oregon when I had my grill. I didn't have a smoker, but I did have a grill, and I really never did any of my like rib smoking ribs and stuff on stream. I never did that. I don't know why. I mean, I think back then I didn't have the setup that I have now. I just had my laptop, and I think at the time it was a laptop and one of these cameras. So it was setting it up was a little bit different back then. Smoking my grill. Yeah, I've done that with the grill I had where, the wood chips on one side and then the ribs were on the other. And it worked pretty well. But I think next time when I do pick up a grill, I'm going to get a smoke box for it. And then we'll just do it that way instead. Because the heat, I couldn't control the heat too well. That's my problem with doing any smoking, is I need to learn to control the heat a little bit better. It would just vary a lot. It would be within range, and then it would drop dramatically before I could catch it, and then I'd get new charcoal in there, and it would flare up. The heat would be too high, and then it kept throwing everything off. So that's my issue, where I wasn't on top of it well enough. Well, once we get our yard taken care of and maybe have a new back porch, we can get a grill. Nice. Right now we're planning out how to clean up the backyard. Do you have a big backyard at all, Tigra? Or is it just, you just need to clean up, like, overgrowth or anything like that? Or is it just kind of reorganizing things? Need to clean up trash and poison ivy. Oh, poison ivy. Use professional king's fir charcoal for smoking. It's more even and controlled heat. Yeah, I think my problem is I wasn't not on top of staying on top of the heat. Like, it hasn't been probably cared for in years. We had an old tree cut down. The old house that we lived in Oregon, everything was overgrown by the time that we moved in. I have no desire to smoke anything personally. I don't like smoked meats. There's a science to it. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, smoking, the thing I like about smoking is the end result. You got a nice, tasty bit of meat. Or, whatever you're ending up smoking. You can smoke cheeses. People do that all the time. But, yeah, I think if I was to have either grilled meats or smoked meats, the smoked meats would have more flavor to it. Well, not necessarily. It depends. If your smoked meats, they'll have other than smoky, they've got a really deep, rich flavor to it. Grilled meats and things, you can have it pair with a really nice sauce and do well. Slowly cleaning up the yard. Love smoke as a flavor. Yeah. Can't say I do. I'd rather do grilling, as long as it doesn't taste like charcoal. See, I like that charcoal taste. That's the thing. That really, whatever you're using, if you're using smoke, if you're using mesquite or whatever you're smoking or using as your fuel, I love that taste. I hate it. What about it is it that you hate? I like a char when grilling. Yes. Used to refuse to eat anything grilled when I was younger. I mean, see, I think that's the thing with me. I tie a lot of really fond family memories to when we had the grill out and there's music playing, there was so many people running around and all this great food. So I think that's one reason why I like having a grill. And like my parents, they grilled meats. They never smoked anything because it just wasn't what they did. So just having those smells, those flavors and things really brings me back. Grilled burger just tastes better. It's just burned and no flavor. Don't know what that I can describe it properly. Grilled burger just tastes better. Yes, it does. Cooked hot dogs over fires some. Wouldn't use our old grill much and I rested out. Cooked some inside with cast iron. Yeah, I mean, that's why Burger King has that distinct grilled flavor. I like grilled burgers, but I'll have them, cooked on a flat top or whatever too. But yeah, there's definitely a difference between grilled and just cooked in a pan or on a flat top or something. I do enjoy it more grilled because then also when you put all the other things toppings, you get it kind of cooked on there. Cheese gets really super melted. It's like definitively melted. It's not slap it on there and then let the residual heat melt the cheese. No, this cheese is melted. Don't like Burger King burgers. The chicken's okay. Can only cook on a pan or skillet at the moment though. Also, my burgers are sad. I have cheese, ketchup, mayo. No tomatoes, no pickles, no lettuce. There's nothing wrong with that though, Tigra. If that's your preference of having for burgers, then that's what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna ever tell people, no, you're doing it wrong, don't have it that way. It's your food, you're the one eating it, you're the one that's gonna enjoy it or not enjoy it, so you might as well do it the way you like it. I don't eat tomatoes and I can't stand pickles. I pull them off. Then you would not like the sour pickle beer that I have. Can't do onions on them either. Now I want a burger. I haven't eaten anything today. Actually, I wonder, we have those sour pickle beer and gochujang brined chicken thighs. Maybe we could cook that. We have some time. Like burgers on a bed of rice with gravy and 2 eggs. Loco Moco, my favorite. Oh, Loco Moco, so good. When I first had that on Maui, I fell in love with it. I saw pictures of it before we went to Maui, before we took our honeymoon. I was researching places to go and eat, and there was a place, the Kihei Cafe. I looked at their menu and I was like, wait a minute, I already enjoy rice with eggs over over rice. Eggs over easy on a bed of rice. That's my thing. And then I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, they add a burger patty and gravy? That seems awesome. I have to try this. Went there and had it several times during our stay. It was so good. Sturvy with eggs, they sometimes make me kind of nauseous. They're okay when mixed with other stuff. Hope to try to make omurice sometime. Yeah, the omurice, I really want to make that. I have that pan specially for omurice, and I need to do that one of these days. I know it's a bit of a challenge, and the thing with that is your your egg, you want it runny, creamy and runny still. Some people might have an issue with that, but the thing is, when you pour over the demi-glaze, that's basically will help to cook it through if your demi-glaze is hot enough anyways. We watched someone do the tornado omelet over rice. Okay, explain that to me. Is that where you just you add it into the pan and you're like whisking it and it turns super fluffy and all that? I heard of that term before. Husband doesn't like runny. Though I do understand having it just underdone, so I'll probably lay over the rice. Yeah, that's the whole technique of it. I love a runny egg. It's like adding a sauce to me. Yeah, that's the thing. A very rich sauce with a runny egg. Oh, so I don't have tornado egg, right? Tornado omelette? What is a tornado omelette? I need to know. Maybe I'll do it sometime. I do love eggs. Eggs and rice are that's my go-to. My favorite thing. I can eat all the time, every day. Never get tired of it. Tornado omelette is where they use 2 long chopsticks to slowly twist the egg as it cooks. You need to look it up. Twist the eggs as it cooks. Interesting. That's the term. Whenever I make omelets, I use chopsticks, or if I'm using a spatula, when the egg runs, I go to one edge, push it towards the center, and then let it run to the spot that's empty. Then I go to the side, push that to the center, and basically do that until there's nothing left to run, and then flip it, and then fill, and then put it onto a plate. Is that what that is? I'm not sure to say, how do I like my eggs? In cakes. I've not seen that shirt. Definitely, I mean, that's a baker's shirt right there. Well, I guess not just a baker, I mean. Yeah, they sit the ends of the chopsticks in the center of it, then twist them slowly as the egg curds form in a spiral shape. Oh, so they're in the center and they turn it. Okay, so it's different than the way that I'm describing. I might need to look that up. The eggs have such an odd texture to me, so I avoid eating them. Have you tried steamed eggs? That's a good dish. If you do it properly, the texture of it is spongy. I don't know if you like that though. I do make egg sandwiches for my husband though. Egg sandwiches are always good. Tried scrambled. So you don't eat eggs on their own, but if they're mixed in with things, you'll be good. That sounds kind of gross. No, it's so good. Steamed eggs is really good, but it is different. Most people, I don't know how many people have tried it. You steam them you mix in a bunch of different things in there, and then you steam it. You could top it off with some like crab meat or anything like that, and then you steam it all together, and it comes out really well. Had those breakfast bowls with eggs, hash brown, sausage. They aren't bad. Oh, see? Sounds good to you? Yeah, maybe we might do it one of these days. It helps to have like a wok, but you need a lid. I don't have a lid for this wok, so I mean I could make a small bowl of it in the bamboo steamer I have. But the term spongy texture literally makes me cringe. No worries, Tigra. You are still part of our cilantro squad. Yeah, I mean, textures is big for some people, and if they can't handle the textures, it's just not going to be good eats for them. Kind of like that with tomatoes. I can sort of eat them if they're finely diced and mixed in salad, but otherwise I won't eat them as much as I love ketchup. Yeah, I remember the tomato thing, and it's interesting how certain applications work for you, but others don't. But, you know, again, that's just the way it is with some people. Alright, that bread loaf is looking pretty good. Can't control how my body reacts to it, but I've found ways to kind of eat them now and again. Oh, that's good. So here's our bread. I'm not going to uncover it, but like it's poofing and it's got a little steam in here, or moisture in here. Love a spongy angel food cake. Yeah, see, Tiger, think of it as angel food cake, but not. Mustard is also the way with me, that way with me. Fine, I like yellow mustard on chili dog and nowhere else. Yeah, mustard, well, I haven't put it on a chili dog, but mustard, I got converted to mustard on hot dogs. No ketchup, just mustard. Because we met this random man in a deli, and he talked to me about hot dogs. He loved hot dogs, and he liked mustard on hot dogs, and he doesn't put ketchup on it, and all that stuff. And ever since then, I don't put ketchup on hot dogs. Spongy with desserts is not the same as spongy with eggs, but the eggs are in the dessert, so yes, it's still true. Mustard on a chili dog? I mean, I can see how that would work. It's a combination of spongy with egg taste. Usually eat Crystal's chili cheese pups plain with just ketchup, but I decided to get them as they come. I've not heard of those before. I was like, how have I not had this before? Well, I only just recently had fries with milkshake. And that totally changed my mind. They make them with chili and mustard on them. Tiny hot dogs, pretty good. Tiny food is always good. We just, I don't know if you were there, Tiger, when we did the Cincinnati chili. That was really good. I'm going to have to go to the Walmart to see if they actually carry the brand. We used some Skyline chili that was sent to us, and it came out really good, but trying to replicate that with just normal chili was not the same. I don't like tart or sour. Go for sweet and savory. Is that the chili over spaghetti? Yeah, it was. With the cheese, but then we did it again without the cheese. Tart and sour are, I like those flavors, because that sounded good. Yeah, it really is good. The thing is, the Cincinnati chili, the flavors of that chili is Mediterranean. It's a Mediterranean flavor, so there's like, what can I even think of any of the nutmeg? There's like nutmegs. Some use cinnamon, some don't. Like allspice and things like that. It was really, really good. To me, if the chili is good, you don't need another condiment. Yeah, we still haven't made Texas chili. But if we were going to make Texas chili, it wouldn't have beans in it. I think, I don't know, there's 50, I wouldn't say 50-50. There's a split on Texas chili being with beans and without beans. But yeah, you can get into a long discussion with people over here about it. No beans. There you go. I have a lot of chili spice in my pantry. What kind of spices do you like in your chili? Husband is wanting chili sometime soon. I have an Instant Pot chili that's really good. I love chili with beans, and you will not tell me otherwise. I've had beanless though. Tex-Mex chili has beans. See, that's the thing. Like, there's chili without beans, and then there's chili with beans here in Texas. Some people are diehard about it. There's a place called the Chili Parlor. We want to go there one of these days because it's supposed to be the best chili in Texas. We want to try it out. Texan friend made beanless chili. I like both. Yeah, I don't know if we've had chili without beans here yet. Because like some people are like, well, isn't that just a meat sauce? But the chili aficionados are like, no, it's not. Favorite Cincinnati chili, I have the spice blend from the restaurant I took my husband to on our first date in my pantry. Ooh, nice. What is in that spice blend? Cincinnati chili I think it's just off of trying it the one time, it's become one of our favorite kinds of chili. The recipe I made uses things like brown sugar and fish sauce. For the chili, just love beans. So I have their Texas spice blend, that's good too. I'll eat either if you hand it to me, but I always go without beans. Okay, the butter is nice and chilled. Let's get this out again. Okay, we'll roll this out and then we'll do the deal and I think we'll be good. I mean, this is a lot of... Can I share the recipe in your Discord? Yeah, for sure, Tigra. Husband said it's hands down the best chili I've ever made. Hey, if there's any use for fish sauce, I am all for it. I love fish sauce. Alright, this dough is chilled. It's dusty a little bit. Yeah, fish sauce is great. Okay, this is working much better than when it was melty. There we go. Yeah, does uptime work on here? I don't know. Apparently not. Okay, I think we're good. Share it on your Discord and the recipes. Yep. Awesome. Maybe we'll try that. Yeah, I think this dough, we're only going to have enough to do a crust. I don't think YouTube does have commands. And yeah, I hadn't heard of fish sauce before this recipe. Oh, you haven't heard of fish sauce? It's so good. Picture of the box on Discord and on Foods Pics. I wonder if we'll be able to find it around here. Well, the dough is looking pretty good. Some of the dough is, some of the butter is breaking up into smaller flecks. And it's starting to melt again, so I'm gonna do one more, put it back in to let it chill again. It's starting to melt. Alright, let's put that back in. It's starting to melt. I mean, we have the central air on right now, so it's nice and cool in here, but I think we want to make sure to keep this cold. Now pop this back into the freezer. And even add apple cider vinegar to change flavor profile a bit. That's the fun thing about cooking and getting all like once you learn how to make the basic dish, then you can play around and make some different variations to it, tweak it, turn it into your own version of it. And buy the spice online through the website, though a few online spice retailers also carry it. Made and took it to work once, came back nearly empty. Oh, that's always a good sign. It's a local chain restaurant. Chili powder, cumin, red pepper, garlic, oregano, allspice, cloves, and cinnamon. And I wouldn't mind checking it out. Oops. Even if I can't share with my family yet, I look forward to trying the ramen. Ramen is always good. Alright, let's kind of wipe this down. It's all buttery. Well, I think our pastry dough, rough puff, is gonna do good. It looks decent. Still iffy on ramen noodles, but it depends on the noodle. Bad batch of instant ramen nearly ruined it completely for me. Is it the texture with them as well? I mean, like, I like a good chewy, a good bite to ramen noodles. I'll still eat it if it's like flimsy and all, but I like that chewy texture to it. Yes. $6 for a box that spices 5 pounds of meat. Plenty worth the price, honestly, to have a reliable blend that makes great chili. Oh man, now I want some Cincinnati chili. The curly noodles, something about it is off-putting. Is it the curl to the noodle? I mean, right now, this is what I have in my freezer right now. This one is a good, some good noodles right here. I like this one. This one is a soy one. I forgot why we got this one. But when I make ramen, because I don't make the noodles from scratch, I use this one that we can find here. Other than that, I mean, even the not cup of noodles, like the top ramen or whatever, those instant pack noodles, I'll use those too if I'm in a pinch. Now I want some Texas chili without beans. Without beans. Seems blasphemous as a good Southern woman to admit that I only eat Cincinnati chili. Well, but you enjoy it, and you should enjoy your food. I think so. Certain types of pasta are inedible to me due to shape texture. Do find a brand that works decent for me. Well, that's good. Like Cincinnati's such a Yankee place. It's Cincinnati. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's say if you're doing chili as a topping, no beans may be a better call. For some reason, I read that as maybe Better Call Saul, which I've never seen the show. You know what? I'm just gonna tweet this out on Twitter that we're hanging out here. Just maybe people will flock over here and then learn about what we're doing on stream. The show Better Call Saul. Chili. Oh, I say no beans and chili, but I don't really eat beans because hubby doesn't eat them. Okay. Hold on, guys. Alright, there's that. I never heard of that show. Yeah, based off of a character from Breaking Bad, I think. Better late tweet than never. True. Never heard of that show. My husband doesn't eat seafood, so I get it whenever I have the chance. Love seafood. Seafood is really good. My husband is in the bean camp. Man, should I just eat some chili right now? I have one can of... I have Wolf brand chili. I could eat some chili right now before going into baking the stuff. It said, if you tell me you want less things in your chili, you might be one. But I imagine that mostly poking at his friends. Alright, I think the rough puff, we'll take it out and then we'll roll it one more time. I don't know. You guys think we need to roll that out one more time? It seems... I mean, we could continue to roll that out and get the bread into smaller flecks, but because the recipe doesn't say to do it like you would a normal laminated dough where you go like 7 times or something, but we might do it a little bit more. Wolf brand chili. Tried that a couple days ago for the first time. It was good. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. As I understand it, beans were used as a protein filler for poorer people that couldn't get meat. Yeah, that is true. I like both. That's why you see a lot of people during the start of quarantine, everybody was hoarding a lot of the rice and beans too. Cut beans out because I stopped cooking them, then realized I don't miss them. Oh, that just sounds sad for the beans. It's like the beans were like, hey guys, she's gonna come over and we're gonna be in the food. We're gonna be in the pot. just, she walked away again. She walked away, guys. Not very spicy. I do like beans and a white chili. What's your favorite kind of bean? There's butter beans. Butter beans are really good. I think the other name for butter beans is I don't remember. I can't remember. The other name for butter beans. Daytime drama right there. The plight of the beans. I made white chicken chili. Did you post that in Discord once? Because I remember somebody mentioning that. Do, 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 do. Hard Times chili. Cincinnati spice mix. Ooh. I like that it's called Hard Times. Hard times is when the factory's closing and a factory worker can't make his money feed his family. That was the worst Dusty Rhodes impression I've done. Please delete that from your memory. I love pinto kidney and great northern beans. Found I like black beans in a tortilla soup. I've made it before. Yeah, I don't know if it was posted in Discord or not, but yeah, now I want chili. Should I open this can of chili and heat some up for myself? But then you guys are gonna have to stand here and watch me eat. I've never found the appeal to those kinds of, like, the mukbang streams. Although I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll go to McDonald's and get like 40 nuggets and then just sit down and do a McNugget stream. Eat the chili. Well, if you haven't eaten anything. Yeah, I haven't eaten anything. I was kind of thinking of once we bake the bread, and then we're all good and done, then I'll stop, and then I'll have something to eat, and then I'll come back on for the Twitch stream. But I'm hungry now. All this talk of chili and beans and what else have we been talking about? Beans and chili? Beans and chili. And I have some right here. I don't know if they do a different kind, but I mean, right here. Wolf brand chili. What does it say? With beans. Authentic Texas recipe. No preservatives, made with all natural beef and pork. Good source of iron. Since 1895, Kaiser Bill, the founders. What the? Since 1895, Kaiser Bill, the founder's pet wolf, has jealously guarded our Texas range cook recipe. For generations, Wolf Brand's unique blend, seasoning, and good hearty beef have delivered bold and authentic chili taste. The wolf's name was Kaiser Bill. We're also talking smoked meats and grilled hot dogs. It's not Texas chili. You don't think this is Texas chili? It says it. It's made in Fort Worth. Oh no, it's distributed. ConAgra. So ConAgra is one of the conglomerates of the commercial food industry. Pour chili into saucepan, heat over medium until hot, stir occasionally. I mean, it's good. I like it. I think we'll have some. I'm not super used to Texas foods up here in Tennessee. It's got pork and beans. Oh, is Texas more just beef? But it says it's Texas. It says it on the can, so it must be true. Howdy, neighbor. Oh, they actually have recipes too on their website. Wait, Tiger, do you get some stuff in Texas up there? Labels never lie. That is true. It's on the internet, so it must be true. I don't know, I'm not into that Tex-Mex food. See, that's the thing. I want definitive Texas food. A lot of the places I find here are Tex-Mex. I don't know what really is the difference because there's so much Tex-Mex around here. I equate it to just being Texas food, but they're like, no, that's Tex-Mex. Alright, once that dough chills, I think we'll do it one more time. We'll call it good. And then, because we still have big chunks of the butter in there. I want to try to at least break that up a little bit more before we let that one sit for the rest of the day until we use it for the stream. It is going to be enough just to cover the top of our casserole. Don't know. Texas food is just longhorn steak, right? I don't know. I mean, when I think Texas food, I think barbecue and steaks. That's kind of it. But then with the influence with the Mexican food here, that's where that blend happened, and I'm kind of like, okay, well, which where's the end of Texas food and where's the start of Mexican food? Because then there's some Mexican food you think it's Mexican, but then it's Tex-Mex. It's just an interesting thing, very interesting. Let's see. We got fruit and cheeses that we're gonna do today too. I'm gonna use a lot of plates to set this all up on the stream once we finish plating and all that. Looking outside, it looks like a really nice day, but then if you step outside, it's really humid and muggy. I was like, man, it would be a good day to go fishing. But, I mean, there's no direct sun out right now, but it's going to be really draining just to be out there. If it doesn't have tripe on the menu, it's Tex-Mex. Now, see, tripe. A lot of people don't like tripe. They find it just... I don't know. They do not find the appeal to tripe, the word tripe, the look of tripe, the texture of tripe, nothing. I love tripe. It's so good. But, it's another thing of growing up with it. Yeah, tripe is so good. The thing is, when I think of tripe, for me, it reminds me of pho. A nice bowl of pho and tripe in there. Where was it? I think it was ramen or pho I got where the tripe was just so good. Like they had it where it was super tender. It was just really good. I can't remember where it was. It was here in Texas. It was either pho or ramen. It had to have been a pho place. Because ramen, when I go to get ramen, I usually get the same thing, char siu ramen. Still need to try pho. If you haven't had pho, if you like a big bowl of noodle soup, pho will clear up any sickness that you've got. It's so good. That's healing with food right there. Pho definitely is something that you should try. Dun, dun, dun. There was this place up in Washington that they have a challenge for pho. You basically eat like 3 pounds of 3 pounds of meat, 2 gallons of broth, and I think 5 pounds of noodles or something. And people finish it. It's amazing. I want to go try it. We'll just have to take a trip to Washington. I mean, we'll probably do some traveling again when things are a little bit easier. Things are better. Okay, the breeze is picking up, so maybe it's not that hot out right now. It still could be hot. We have a Thai basil plant that's out there. It was on the brink of death. And then I saw that because it's a tropical plant, it needs like 70-degree weather temperatures. So I would bring it in and then take it out and bring it in, take it out every day. And now it's just this bushy little plant and I'm waiting to use it for pho. A reservation at a local restaurant known for their pho, but it was for 2 days after our governor closed restaurants in other places. Ah, that sucks. Is your state coming back to reopening soon? I have a friend, one of my friends in LA, he's a FedEx driver, and he's like, yeah, this is gotta wear a mask everywhere now. Whenever you leave the house, you have to wear a mask. And because he's FedEx, he's an essential worker, and he's like, yeah, this is just, it takes a toll on them for the work they're doing. They also have a mask on. It's hard to breathe. And the few times I've been able to jump on my Xbox and play with them on Xbox, they just want to laugh. They just want to have a good time. So like I try to crack as many jokes as I can, have a good time with them and everything, and they're just like, yeah, man, it really, really is good to just forget about work and all this for right now. But I haven't been able to catch them in a little bit. I texted my friend. He's my best friend, one of my best friends, and I'm just checking up down there on how everything's going every now and then. Not sure when Florida was talking about opening, but our governor made masks mandatory. Yeah, I mean, here in Texas, it's loosening up. You don't have to wear a mask everywhere. I see more and more people not wearing a mask. And a lot of the stores, you can still walk through them like normal. They'll still offer all the safety measures are still in place, but it's not mandatory now. It's more, they suggest you do this and that. But yeah, I mean, I think people here are excited to get back to going back to being able to just go out and do their own thing. Police can give tickets for no mask? Wow. Oh wait, I don't even know if it's possible to talk about this stuff on YouTube. Here at least. A lot of people around here are less inclined to take this seriously. My husband was the only one at work wearing a mask, and he could not get them to take it seriously. Yeah, I mean, it's different for each person. Um, in Oregon, they're just now starting to reopen. And a lot of people that I know up there, they're on both sides of everything. But nobody, so far, nobody I know has, in Oregon or California, has it. And they've been good, so, always good to know that. Let's see where our dough is at. Alright, I'll let this chill a little bit longer. The butter is still soft. The dough is really soft, the butter is really soft. But we'll let that chill a little bit more and then we'll roll it out one more time. It's 3:25. I think we can get my little chili heated up so I can eat. Lost 2 friends. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. The thing is, it's real and it's out there, and some people get it, some people don't. Did you have a good nap?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely not. It's not going away. But again, I don't know how much can be said about it on YouTube because they restrict a lot of those kinds of conversations. So we should move along. Back to chili talk, maybe. I think I'm gonna let's get some chili. I'm hungry. I need some food. Eat it. Alright, let's open up our can. Doesn't it feel weird to be on YouTube? Oh wait, let's get that ASMR shot. Visual ASMR. There we go. Oh yeah. Are you not entertained with that? My arms are still kind of dead from moving the washer and dryer from the storage unit yesterday. There's still some bean in here. I need everything out of the can. I want commands. Yeah, if we do this more regularly, that does not look at all appetizing. Hey, it's chili. It's gonna be okay. Alright, we're just gonna heat it up. We're just gonna heat up our chili. We're waiting for the rough puff to chill a little bit before rolling that out one more time. I don't know why I'm starting to talk weird. And then we're going to, at 3:45, we're going to bake off this bread and then see how that works. And then I think there's no room to actually put stuff away in the fridge. I wanted to maybe start plating up the cheese and fruit plate and all that. So on stream I'll be able to just set it out and stuff, but I don't think there's not enough room in the fridge right now. And it's breezy outside. How does this not look appetizing? Does this not look appetizing? It's so good. It's Texas chili. I mean, the color of it on stream is brighter than it really is. Fruit and cheese for Twitch, code chili for YouTube. I know it's you, Devium. It looks like sick. What do you mean? How does the chili look sick? Should I take its temperature? I heat it up in the microwave. I was gonna do that too, but then I was like, oh, people are gonna be like, this guy's cooking and he's using a microwave. Yeah, I knew it was you, Devium. I always knew it was you. Color is a bit off, but you know. Yeah, it's brighter on stream than it is in real life. Who says you can't use a microwave when cooking? I only use it when I am melting butter or chocolate. But remember, one of these days we're gonna do 100% microwave stream. Everything that gets cooked is gonna be cooked in the microwave. So like we could imagine doing like a dish where everything you make, every component of the dish is made in the microwave. You toss it into a bowl and you mix it up and then you have it. Microwave is a cooking device. We can't all use heat guns. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I worked at a place once where the chef was in a rush, backed up on tickets. He took the fillet of salmon, he threw it in the microwave, and he started cooking it. As soon as he did that, I lost all respect for him. That, when you're in the food service industry, you take salmon, you throw it in the microwave to cook it, you lose my respect. When people are paying money for that, and you pop it into a microwave, no. I mean, the thing too was that was my first job out of culinary school. So I'm sure he was like, I gave him a look, and I'm sure he was kind of like, don't even start with me right now. Well, yeah, seafood. He cooked it completely in the microwave, in the cryovac pack as well. I was just like, nope. All right, we are approaching baking time for our bread, our crusty. Hopefully, it's gonna be a nice crusty bread. Okay, so like 10 minutes, about 10 minutes. You guys are gonna have to deal with me eating for a few of those minutes. Do 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 do. Do do do. Oh, where's my wooden spoons? Cryovac pack, no pots of boiling water in that kitchen. The thing back then, so the dish was, It was a it wasn't supposed to be a boiled salmon or anything like that. The salmon was, the fillets were frozen because we got hit with a rush. The fillets were frozen and I was thawing them in the sink as fast as I could, and it wasn't fast enough for him, so he grabbed it, popped it on a plate in the microwave, and nuked it. And then he cut it open and served it. But, you know, his kitchen. Ooh, this bread is proofing nicely. Okay, before I eat this though, I'm going to add some, I always add some, little something extra to my chili, usually spice heat. Just tell the waitstaff you're out of salmon. Well, it was an assisted living community, and if you've never worked for the elderly or the senior citizens, they get very ornery about their food, and he did not want to disappoint them. So he was like, nope, it's ready, it's all good. And I was not pleased. I have a little pickled pepper in my chili. I always gotta have something, some heat for my food. Do. Oh no, these are, it's Texas Pete. It's not Thai peppers, Tabasco peppers. It's pretty good. I like these. Texas Pete is really good. I like it a lot, and I have their hot sauce, and then I've got this pepper sauce too. Is it cooler outside?
It's not super hot.
I'm going to bake the bread soon, roll out the dough, and then we'll probably be ready for the stream later. Did you get your words already?
I got almost half of them, and then my headache started getting to me, so I had to take a nap. But I'm about to get my other half soon.
More words. So how many of you guys have been tuning in to the streamers right now on Twitch that are doing the Lord of the Rings? Fellowship of the Fridge. Black Lash says hi, wife confidence.
Hi.
Food is good. I've not even heard of that. Heard of what? Now I'm just going to, how many of you guys are judging me for my preference for chili? If it was Cincinnati chili, this would be better. There we go. That's enough. The Lord of the Ring Twitch thing. Oh, well, there was a thing that we've been kind of promoting through this week, and we're doing it today. It's for St. Jude. We're trying to raise money for St. Jude. I have a goal. My donation goal is $500, and if we can hit that goal, I will do Twitch Sings. That's the goal there. Right now we cleared $100. We're at 130, I think. But if we can get to 500, I'll do a Twitch Sings stream and lose my voice because I can't sing. You eat what you want. Tiger, I am looking so forward to you using your KitchenAid. See, I think oh, Tiger, I was just saying, I can't wait to see you use your KitchenAid. Let's see who is on right now. Alright, let's see. What are we supposed to bake this crusty bread at? 450. 450. Oh. Be nice if this thing went a little bit faster. Okay, 450. And bake. Well, I don't have a baking stone or anything. We're just gonna pop it on the top rack for 30 minutes. Add crackers, cheddar cheese, and hot sauce, pepper. Peppers in my chili. Yeah, how do you guys like to do your chili? You know, the whole Cincinnati chili thing came up because we made chili on stream, did some cornbread to go with it, and some people were like, I've never had cornbread with chili before, and we were like, what are you talking about? I've never had cornbread with chili, and it started this whole discussion, and then Cincinnati chili came up, and then that's when we were sent a can of the chili. Crackers, cheddar cheese, sour cream. God, I'm trying to think, what is my favorite kind of chili? Stag chili, used to eat that for years. That one was really good. Fresh onions are really good on chili. Hopefully this bread is gonna turn out good. I'm gonna probably grease the sheet tray and then set it on there. Hopefully it doesn't stick, and then we'll we'll make a long loaf and then bake that off. And then hopefully it'll look really nice when we get this all together. Have you had someone bring deer chili to a potluck at work? No one would touch it. I would have tried it at least. Did it? I mean, why did people not want to try it? Someone has started to get big bold until they asked, "Oh, you're trying the deer chili?" At which point they promptly returned the chili to the pot. Well, see, that kind of sucks. I mean, you bring something to a potluck where you're hoping people are gonna like it and all that, and everybody turns it away. That kind of sucks. I've not had venison. Still, all these years, I've not had venison. I'd try it. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't like it, then he's already had an experience with it. But, you know, some people will refuse something without never even trying it. Did feel bad for whomever made it. Yeah, that would suck. I had a dishwasher made a apple cinnamon cake or something like that. Told me it was the best cake ever, this and that, whatever. Said he would make some and bring it in. I was like, alright, cool. He made it. He cut me a piece and then I tried it. Not the best cake ever. But he had this look on his face that he was like really proud of it. You know, he really wanted to impress me. And I was like, yeah, it's really good. You know? And he just like lit up. And I was like, man, I'm not going to deprive him of that. He worked hard on it. He wanted to show it off. He gave a piece to everybody. He gave me the recipe. And that's actually how I found out he had the most beautiful handwriting ever in the world. Funny thing, I was making my chili for that potluck. Got up super early to do it. Turns out they had rescheduled it for another day without including him in the email. Oh, that sucks. Told him I wasn't making anything else. That was her chance. Colorado venison is around you if you know where to look. I asked my husband what I cooked for the potluck, to which he told them the story. And the chili did get eaten, but I told him I'd already made my contribution, got up early and stressed. I was mad. Yeah, that would have sucked. Well, at least, you know, the chili got made. Well, the chili that was made was eaten and stuff, so. Communication is key. Hey, 1 second. Corner? Do you need it on right now? Okay. Because it's right on my neck. I'll turn it on. I make chili in huge batches and freeze most of it. See, that's the thing. I wish we would have a bigger fridge, bigger freezer, so we could do that kind of stuff. But this is so small, can't do that. Funny thing is, when you say you make big batches, it reminds me of Kevin on The Office when he makes his chili and he's like the secret to his chili. He spills it and then he's like scooping it back into the pot. Not to say that's how your chili ends up, but it reminds me of that scene. Don't make it often, gets too hot here for it much of the time. I don't like pre-making large amounts of food, and my freezer tends to be full. Now we're considering getting a big freezer to put in the basement. Yeah, having a backup freezer or just a backup fridge is always good to have if you have the space for it. All right. Where's the giant? Let's get this out. I'll set this in the fridge. Where is the sheet tray? It's got to be down there somewhere. I'm looking for the sheet tray so we can cook this bread. Found it. There we go. Alright, once it's ready, gotta make a big loaf and then we'll bake it off. I don't know how, I mean, it's fairly big. Devium, did you get your cocktail thing today? I am wondering how this bread is going to turn out. Hopefully it'll be good. If it is, I'll probably make this more. It's puffed up pretty good too. Okay. That was good. That hit the spot.
I'm super hot now.
Well, do you need it back on?
No, I can wait. I was just making the bed, so
Well,
I'll wait.
if anything, under the fan will help.
Yeah, except I'm gonna be in there. I'll be fine.
Okay. We'll get the bread in once the timer or the oven comes up to temp, because this oven is always off, temp. And we'll excuse me. We'll get this in the oven. We'll dust it with flour on the bottom. Okay, and then now how should we turn this out? I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want it to get all dense. So let's see. Man, look at how much it's poofed. It's pretty good. I think there are some dry spots on it, but be okay. Flour me hands. Let's get this out. I mean, how do I get this out? Okay. All right. I'm just gonna freeform this, I guess. It's so wet still. It's definitely gonna be a crusty bread, I think. Okay. I don't know if it's supposed to be this sticky. I added enough water to bring it together, but I don't know. We're gonna find out how this works. It looks rustic though, right? Nice and rustic? Rustic bread that a fellowship would eat? There we go. Huh? What do you guys think? Give it some texture. Alright, let me wash my hands. Then I like it. I think it looks okay. We'll see. Davium, did you get your cocktail thingy this week? So we need to make some slashes on here. I'm gonna use some kitchen shears. Use some kitchen shears to cut it, because I think it's cutting it isn't really going to work so well. I did, but not feeling like death. But been feeling like death, so haven't done it. Are you still having like the pain in your neck? Ozzy wasn't going to stream it tonight, but going to make it tonight with dinner. Is the weather up there still kind of screwy? Your garden looks nice though. Okay. Slash 3 times. Okay. Let's see how our bread's gonna turn out. I'm just gonna make some snips. Maybe you have a pattern. I don't know. Maybe it'll make it look like dragon scales. I don't know. Is it too much? Maybe. We'll see. Alright, let's pop it in and 30 minutes. Alright, 30 minutes and we are away. So this bowl we'll set off to the side. We got our puff pastry we're gonna roll out again. And we're gonna roll the puff pastry out for a couple times. Now the neck, our weather's getting funky. It's hot and humid these days and calling for thunder showers. So I'm in Migraine City. Do you have a migraine right now?
Talking to me?
Oh, DVM is having head issues again.
Every single person I know is having head issues right now.
So,
Me and both the kids in different states had migraines last week.
yeah, it might be a thing across the countries. Well, the weather has been kind of weird here and over there in Canada now too. So maybe it is.
Maybe it's just a change in weather.
I've been having it for a while. Allergies. Yeah, see, allergies are acting up for people right now too. What the hell? Okay. Ha! We're on YouTube, so nobody could clip that. Nice. Thank you, YouTube. My allergies have been nuts after working in the garden too. I bet. Alright, let's get this out. And let's work the dough again. I mean, feel like this dough is not, it's still too wet. But, I mean, I did as instructed, measured everything out. I mean, we still got some pretty good sized chunks of butter in here. But it looks much better than it was when we started. So much butter. Okay, I think we'll be good with this. Starting to spring back a little bit. Yeah, sorry, Devium. I know how much you like to clip my mishaps. Not today. Or at least not right now. Alright, we're gonna set this in the fridge and I think we'll be good. There's still some big chunks of butter, but you know, we'll just let it roll. And or maybe I'm gonna need to let this come together again. We got 30 minutes, so we'll probably let this. Already making. So that dough, it's just going to be pastry dough to put on top of our steak and ale pie that we're gonna make later on Twitch. We're gonna do a steak and ale pie, chicken and leek soup. Maybe with lentils, maybe without. The lentils might kind of throw things off, but we're basing the menu off of the Prancing Pony kind of meals that you would have at the Prancing Pony. So we're doing the steak and ale pie. We're gonna make the what is it? The chicken and leek soup, and then we're gonna have a side salad. Yeah, it's a buttery, flaky crust. Rough puff pastry, which is different than just your regular puff pastry. I guess from Technique. Wipe it down. Feels so weird here. I mean, I'm still doing the same thing, but being on YouTube instead makes it a little weird. Slightly different. It's like Bizarro Land. Okay. Hopefully that bread is gonna come out nice. I don't know if maybe slashing it so much was a good or a bad idea. We'll find out. It'll look nice, I think. I don't know. I don't bake. We're gonna find this out all together. Did you work? Well, I'm assuming you didn't work on the garden today. What am I doing? That was another song I was. That was from. What's the something Holy Grail? Search for the Monty Python. Search for the Holy Grail. That's what popped in my head. Okay, so there's crusty bread. We're now using a stone, stretch round dough into oval and place in a greased non-stick loaf pan. Let rest 40 minutes if fresh, an extra hour if refrigerated. Heat oven to 450 degrees for 5 minutes. Place pan on oven. Oh, well, I didn't follow those variations because they were under all of these thingies. It's gonna be fine. No garden. It's basically all done until the seeds sprout, if they do. Use your green thumb. You've got it. You've done the hard part, getting them all planted and stuff. Are you gonna, if it's cold over there though, are you gonna have to like do the whole black plastic over the top to keep them warm and all that? We should be fine, otherwise no. Yeah, in Oregon it just snowed, which is weird. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't need this recipe no more. So we're done with that. Welcome back, Buff! This is sort of the weekend for the end of overnight low temps. We got our bread is in the oven baking right now, and then our rough puff is chilling. I'm gonna probably roll it out a couple more times. It's not. It looks good. I think the dough, the rough puff, it's not coming back together. It will. I mean, I just wrote it out real quick, so it still looks like a book when it's laying on top of each other. I just need to roll it out a couple more times, I think. And then we'll be good for later. But we're only going to have enough to do a top of the pie. So, I mean, the recipe, I figured the recipe was for a bottom and top. Oh yeah, it is. I mean, I probably could if... well, let's see. Fold. Roll out. Repeat this 4 times in all to make a smooth dough. Buttery streaks in there. Flour. Roll it out. Roll it out to the thickness of 2 1-pound coins? I don't know the thickness of that. Cut it to fit. And then... Yeah, we were gonna do just the top. I was thinking if there was enough, then I would do the bottom too. But I think we'll just be able to do the top. Which is still gonna be fine. 18 minutes on our bread. I over-slashed the bread because I want it to look pretty. Oh wow, it's poofing. We're gonna get some big crusty bread. 3mm thickness. Okay, well, that's... How thick is that? I still have some good chunks of butter in there. The dough feels a bit wet. So I'm a little concerned about that. Oh, okay, so it said two 1-pound coins. So 6. Well, I think, I mean, what is 6 millimeters in inches? Six millimeter to inches. So it's almost, oh, wow. Okay, so almost a quarter of an inch. Alright, I mean, we should get a nice, I gotta see how much are we gonna have. I mean, I probably could. Yeah, we still got some big chunks in here. We'll let the butter chill a little bit more. Doop, boop, doop, doop. The only thing left we need to do is roll out this dough and then get it done. And then on the stream, we will rapidly make the soup and the pie. Then while those things are cooking, we'll put together the little side dishes, which will be easy. Rosemary, a side salad with a rosemary lemon dressing, and then we'll do our little fruit and cheese platter. I got strawberries and grapes, and then I've got I think two wedge cheeses and one cubed cheese, and then we'll just kind of plate that up there. And what else was there? There's stuff. there's gonna be stuff. This is probably gonna be the most that I've put together on stream in a good long while. I mean, since the Star Wars stream wasn't as hard. Harry Potter stream, I think, was the last time. Did we do Harry Potter first or Lord of the Rings first? I don't remember, but the one that came second was the one that probably was a lot more food. I bought some new ones. The ones that we have left over, they weren't that great. There's one that's not Parmesan. That's all I can remember. It's not Parmesan, and the ones I got some smoked Gouda, some two other things. They'll be good for they'll be good for a cheese and fruit plate. Yeah, I only got some small wedges and stuff too anyway, so it'll be okay. We'll have some fruit and cheese, a big crusty bread. Well, here, let me see what it is. Okay. There's some like spiced cheddar ones. Oh, manchego, and then some smoked Gouda with bacon. So, yeah. I'm gonna just slice this up into wedges, cut that in half, and then do some wedges. This will just cut into some wedges like that. I think this one is gonna be good. Live boat gonna join in the eating? Yes. The cheeses will be our downfall, but it's the weekend. So, we'll be okay. Then, if it was possible, we could do a Lord of the Rings, at least watch one of the episodes, but that gets a little tricky. There's going to be... It's going to be... I'm assuming there's going to... there shouldn't be a lot of cleanup. Seems like there's a longer delay here on YouTube than there is on Twitch. And I don't know how to see my... Oh wait, I can do it from here. The whole behind the scenes YouTube thingy. Wow, the YouTube's streaming info seems like it's much better. It's like up-to-date information. That's pretty neat. Good stuff. Yeah, this might be something to try. Do some streams over here. I mean, I did one of my YouTube subs had popped in, which was cool.
Oh, that might have been me.
Huh?
Might have been me.
Oh no, it was I recognized the name as one of my
Oh,
subs.
let me turn the air back on. Sorry.
And now that the bread is baking, the heat's coming out of the oven.
It smells so good in here.
Well, hopefully it's puffing up pretty good. Yeah, that's gonna be a big bread. I think it's gonna need to go more than the time that is left. It says 9 minutes. Are they gonna pop on Twitch? I don't think so. But I mean, we'll see. It was kind of nice though, because the person that came in was like, "Hey, it's been a long time." I'm like, yes, it has. But yeah, it would be awesome to get some people over there. I wonder if anybody did kind of join over on Twitch. Oh, well. No, that couldn't have been from... When did I start this? 1 o'clock or so? Well, maybe. I got a new follower, so maybe. Okay, 8 minutes on this. I don't think it's going to get nearly the color that it should be getting. So we'll see. If it needs to go longer, I'm going to let it go for a little bit more. And it might need to just finish baking all the way through. I wouldn't want to present this to Paul and Mary and then them open it up and go, "It's stodgy. Look at it." It's underbaked. It's very stodgy. I mean, I would love to go on the Great British Bake Off just to go meet Richmond. That would do it for me right there. Just get them drunk before it's fine. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work a little bit more. So you can still see the flecks of butter. There's a good amount of butter. Larger chunks. So let's get this out. I mean, it's still it's wet. It's still a little wet. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. But I mean, like the butter is rubbing off when I roll it.
Okay. I'm going to lock myself away for a little while.
Okay. Are you doing writing?
Yeah, I might actually even turn the internet off of my laptop.
Wow.
After I check one thing. Bye.
Bye. Have fun storming the castle. These little flakes of butter. I mean, needs to go a little more, but the butter keeps coming off of it, and it's softening. The only thing I can think of, it's got too warm. If it's a little soggy, I mean, like it's wet. It feels. I threw it in the freezer. The thing though is I noticed there's moisture on the plate that I've put it on. So I'm wondering maybe that's what's doing it. Hey, when I add some flour to it, I mean, it's rolling just like it should. You don't want the butter melting before you bake it. Yeah, I mean, I throw it back in, but I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm just gonna do this, flatten it out, and then we'll leave it at that now. At this point, I don't know how well it's gonna turn out. But the thing is, the butter's like melting. Thank you, Texas. I think that's why I'm having some issues with it. Because again, when I did this kind of a dough in Idaho, it worked out fine. Alright, I'm just gonna call that good. I hate laminated dough. Yeah, you can see the butter is melting a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna pop it in the fridge until later. Keep it in the fridge, and then right when we need to roll it out is when I'll do that. I mean, it doesn't look bad. There's some butter melting, but we still have the flakes of butter. So I think overall it should be okay. I mean, we'll see. Freaking baking. baking. All right, I guess we can start getting this kind of cleaned up a little bit. Timer's about to go off on our bread. We'll see how that turned out. I don't think it's ready yet, because this oven sucks. But we'll see. So we moved our washer and dryer into the apartment yesterday, and bonus, we found paper towels and some cleaning supplies in there. Both here and here, there's red. It's a fire engine. Okay, what does it look like? Nope, there's no way that it's done. Thanks a lot, oven. We'll go for another 10 minutes. It doesn't look like it even has color to it yet. Okay, if we were going to do an IT crowd stream, what would be on the menu? Mashed potatoes and gravy is the only thing I can think of. Well, firecracker nachos and spicy prawns? Was it? Spicy prawns? Or firecracker nachos and spicy shrimp? Because it was an American restaurant, right? Or Italian. Massijo's. Yeah, the IT crowd. You know, Tigra, the show that we're always talking about all the time. I have been slightly drinking, so I might not be the best guy. I probably tune out. What are firecracker nachos? Well, the thing is, it was mentioned on the IT crowd, the show that we watch all the time. Probably just some spicy version of nachos. I don't watch TV or streaming shows, and I have you on in the background while I play Stardew Valley. Don't forget to fish for that thing, and when you dig, don't forget to bury and plant that seed. Milk the cows? I don't know. Can we get a clown over here? I've said that in public and nobody ever gets the reference. When somebody's just, well, yeah, when there's kids, I'll say that, but nobody gets it. Got an ancient fruit seed, so definitely planting that. I have no idea what that is, but good for you, Tigra. Buckskin, you do have a picture of your cheesecake? You can do chicken in a bucket. Comes in a real bucket. You know, the Korean fried chicken came out really nice. That was a good one. Hard to find seed. I was trying to look at a MMO to play on the Xbox. Black Desert used to be free, but now it's not. Or no, I think I had a demo or something. It looked like a fun game. Yeah, I think I started that one. Smarty cereal. Now see, that's the thing. That Smarty cereal, I always thought it was the little hard shell, the hard candies. But you guys have said Smarties aren't. And it's different. So now, what you guys have mentioned as Smarties is different from the American version of Smarties. Post pick tonight during dessert. Just got whipped cream and gonna sprinkle white chocolate on top. Ooh, that's gonna look good. Alright, we are just waiting for this bread to be done. So, then I'll be able to sit down and rest up a little bit. I did set up a bunch of Lord of the Rings alerts, just like I had it on when we did the Lord of the Rings stream. I have Lord of the Ring alerts. Oh, and Buckskin, thank you so much for getting one of our branded merch. Buckskin got a mouse pad. The alert didn't go off because I thought I had the merchandise alert on, but I guess I took it off, so I didn't see it until after the stream. But I wanted to thank you for that, Buckskin, for getting a little kitchen confidence mouse pad. I hope you enjoy it, and it's gonna look nice next to your cilantro mug. Post it in Discord. Okay, Smarties. Wow, that's totally different than American Smarties. Those look better. Those look much better than Smarties here in America. Do. You wanted your own mousepad? I think I've had something like those. I love my hard Smarties candies. Oh, that's right. Smarties is spelled T-E-E-S. Yeah, very, very different than the Smarties in the UK. I wouldn't mind going for some of those Smarties. They look really good. I mean, chocolate. It's chocolate! It's chocolate! Alright. Buckskin, how is the weather in Oregon? I think over in Sandy it snowed on the mountain pass. And I was like, wait a minute. It's May. It's snowing still? Kind of interesting. Unpredictable. It's spring in Oregon. I mean, I always remember the one thing about Oregon weather, anytime it's a full sun like day of just sun, people mysteriously are sick and are not at work. You could do a lovely lunch in the park with fish and chips. I need to do a proper fish and chips. Which were just reminding me of the big piece of fish in the fish and chips that Devium had taken a picture of and put in the Discord. That did not look like a fillet. It looked like the entire fish head to toe. Do fish have toes? No. Come on, bread. Oh, it's got some color. Does it? Oh, let's take it out. Look at this hunking beast of bread. Ooh, yes. First it's rainy, then it's sunny and 85, then it's hailing and bitter cold at night, then overcast and gloomy. It's Oregon. Yes, Oregon. 4 seasons in a day. It looks pretty good, right? That's a nice crust. I'm pleased with this. What do you guys think? I mean, our little scaly snippet bits didn't really come out like I thought, but it looks pretty good. We'll just let it cool down. I'm gonna call that a win. We just gotta check, sure is hot. When it cools down a little bit, yeah, that's freaking hot. We'll check the bottom, see if it's got that nice hollow sound. I can't grab it, it's too friggin' hot right now. Oh. Let's pull this away. Ah! There we go. Things from the oven are hot. Oh, yeah. I can say Montana is worse for weather. You get snow and lightning cracks that shake your house in the same day. Wow, really? Alright. Our bread is done. We did it. Well, 50% of this is done. The baking. So, I think this is half a success right now. I need to make sure that puff pastry, rough puff, comes out well, and then we can call it a complete success. So, I'm happy with this bread. I mean, the color is pretty even, fairly even across. It's got a nice thumping hollow sound to it. So, if I was on the British Bake Off, this would see me to the next round, I think. We'll slice it diagonally to get some, well, what do you think, Buff? I mean, we go this way, slice it diagonally for bigger, longer slices, but then we could do thicker slices this way. What would they have at the Prancing Pony? I mean, we got time to figure it out, but I think this came out pretty good. I will then let our rough puff dough rest, and then when it comes back time to do our 7 o'clock stream, we'll be good and ready. I will start before 7 though, because whoever's ahead of me, I think it's Minnesota Taz. He's ahead of me. He's gonna be waiting to raid when I'm on, so so I'm gonna need to be on before the 7 o'clock start time. 2 p.m. Oh, so he's on right now. So yeah. Okay. Alright. So we're just gonna let this rest. Our bread, we're gonna let that chill. We'll come back to this. Start time 7 o'clock Central, so that's 5 p.m. Pacific. and it just feels weird because I don't have my usual outro music or anything, and we can't raid nobody. So, I think we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna sit down, relax, rest a little bit, set up for the stream. What do you guys think of the YouTube? I know it's different. How different is it? I need to switch my stream key back to Twitch so I can actually stream. And yeah, we'll get back to streaming come 7 o'clock Central. But I really do appreciate you guys coming over, hanging out. It feels weird. It feels like we're in a different skin or something like that. Everything's the same, but everything's not the same. It's just kind of weird. Like, I can't do my cilantro soaps or my... no emotes except for what's here. I wonder if there's a way to add the emotes into here. I doubt it, but... yeah, we'll be back probably 6:45 or something like that, just to be ahead and be on, so that we can actually start to get into the rhythm. And then once Minnesota's done streaming, he can raid in, and hopefully we can raise some more money for St. Jude. It would be awesome. We've got 130. If we hit 500, I'll do Twitch Sings. That would be a horrible day, and that will probably be the day that I get banned. But if we can hit that goal, we'll do it. And if not, that's still fine. We've already raised 130. That's 130 that we didn't have before. It's gonna go to St. Jude. That's awesome. I really appreciate the people that have been donating, people that have been hanging out and just encouraging us to do this, and hanging out with us in chat. Always a pleasure. I always have fun hanging out with all of you guys, and this is a bit of a difference just because it's on YouTube. It feels weird. But didn't want to be on Twitch kind of bumping with another person that's doing their stream, but this was the solution. But I think it was okay. So yeah, we're gonna let everything sit and cool down. This bread, I can't wait to cut into it with a nice serrated knife and get that nice crunch and crusty bits on the outside. This is gonna be good. Hopefully, our soup. I gotta make enough soup for dipping the bread in. We're gonna have a nice spread tonight. So if you guys can hang out, join us for that. It'll be awesome. If not, have a great weekend. We'll be back on Twitch for our Twitch cooking stream for the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Fridge. Minnesota Todd is streaming right now. I'm going to be on after him. And after me, there will be Jason Sipe. So everybody take care. Have a great rest of your day if we don't see you. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. And remember, kitchen confidence starts with you.